Tonight, I'm being joined by a member of the Catholic Church, who was a former governor of Rivers, a former minister, and now a running mate to Atiku Abubakar. Former governor Rotimi Amaechi is live for us in our studio. Thanks so much, Your Excellency, for joining us tonight.
You're welcome.
And our condolences for the loss of your mother.
Thank you.
Yeah. How are you holding?
Well, it's a bit difficult. Indeed, by Korean tradition, I shouldn't be here. In fact, there was a huge argument, should you actually go to the television to defend your faith? When by tradition, you should be at home receiving guests and all that. But you see, faith is stronger than tradition. It's what I believe in. I believe in God through our Lord Jesus Christ. So when a group of people who are not Christians get up and insult my faith, then I must get up to defend it.
Do you think there has been an insult?
Of course. When you look at the bishops of the Catholic Church and insult them.
A cardinal. No, because in the hierarchy of things. So let's so that we can let Nigerians know who Cardinal Onaiyekan is.
I'll come to Cardinal Onaiyekan. Let me tell you first. The bishop, most bishops are equivalent to the governor of a state. And I'll tell you why. The bishop of the Catholic Church in Port Harcourt Diocese covers the entire River State. The entire Catholics in River State, in every village in River State. What does the governor of River State cover? The same thing, he covers the entire River State. So when you meet a bishop, ecclesiastically he covers every place in River State. Then there are so many of such, like the Bishop of Sokoto. The same thing, he covers the entire Sokoto state. Now you look at him and you insult him because he has come to see the president. Look at the president's statement. A president of a country tells the country all is fair in politics. So if a thug takes a gun and shoots me in where I'm voting, it's fair.
I'm not sure that was what exactly that he meant. He said he won't lay for you in opposition, he won't lay the red carpet, he will slug it out with you.
That's later. Before then, he said, all is fair in politics. I just listened to him now. All is fair in politics. You know, I read literature. The moment a writer concludes his writing, any other statement he makes is interpretation. He has the right to interpret his books. I have the right to interpret his books. So when the president has said to you, all is fair in politics, when the Catholic Church is crying about the possibility of having an election that may not be fair, what the president needs to do is to reassure the country. APC and PDP and ADC, they will slug it out in an even field. It will be a free and fair election. Let the best team win.
Governor
That will reassure Nigerians.
We come to the meat of the matter, because the reason why the bishops and the leadership of the Catholic Church in Nigeria went to the president, they said it's about the hardship in the country, the state of the nation, and some of the issues that are concerning, including how fair INEC could be, which of course the president plays a defense for INEC. But one of the issues that the presidency in their statement has with the church or with Cardinal Onaiyekan is that it's a privilege that you have an audience with the president, and whatever that is discussed is in privilege, and you do not go out to extrapolate.
Did the Catholics record what you showed now on channels? Did the Catholic Church record? If it was private, did the Catholic Church record it?
Do you think Cardinal Onaiyekan should have made extra commentary about...
Every public meeting with the president is public. The moment you bring in cameras, it's no longer private. I was once in the presidency. If the president wants a private meeting with you, there will be no cameras. Nobody will record you. No other person will be in the meeting. It will be between you and the president. The president will say, gentlemen, this is a private meeting. The moment you allow pressmen into that meeting, it's no longer private.
So it was all right for Cardinal Onaiyekan to
completely all right. There's nothing.
He said the president was not going to listen. And that no matter what the president looked like he was adamant that he was going to win the election by all costs. These, without not quoting him verbatim, but I mean that's in the inference that he made.
What I tell people, let the president continue to tell the public that he will win the election at all costs until we get to the field. Whatever the president wants us to do at the field, we'll do it at the field. So for me, I'm not worried about what he wants to do. Whether he will wrestle, he won't wrestle. We'll meet at the field. We'll meet there. We'll meet there. Nigeria has to be rescued, but that's not the issue. The issue is that what the president and his men are doing is insulting my faith. They're insulting the Catholic Church.
How did the presidency insult your faith?
You didn't hear. You didn't listen to Boala. And the first place when
Boala is a Christian. Daniel. Are you more Christian than Daniel Bwala?
So there are Christians who answer Suleiman, so they are Muslims.
I wanted to know
asking you a question.
How the defense of the presidency becomes an insult.
What is the defense? You are insulting a cardinal. A cardinal is somebody who could have been a pope. If he's not a pope, he's somebody who had voted for popes. And there are not too many cardinals in Nigeria that I know now. Onaiyekan, what is this one from the southeast? And Okoji. I don't know that. No, there's also the cardinal from the southeast who is in Rome. I'm trying to remember his name now. So there are no more than 5. Then you look at a cardinal who, by the way, is appointed by the Vatican. The Catholic Church is the only church in the world that has ecclesiastical department.
Sacramental.
So you have the Vatican, which is political, and you have the Catholic Church. Then you look at these people and you begin to insult a cardinal. Not only are you insulting a cardinal, we are 35 million Catholics and you're insulting us.
Does that mean anything?
It doesn't mean. It means that you look at me in my faith, you say I don't mean anything. My church means nothing. My God means nothing to you.
Would Tinubu have said that, or the presidency would have said that, knowing full well that Bola Tinubu's wife is a pastor in the Redeemed Church?
Please. Look at the reaction. Go and feed the poor. The church should go and feed the poor. There are 270 million Nigerians. Over 200 million Nigerians.
Do you think maybe the church had descended to the arena?
No, it's not. The church has the responsibility of speaking truth to power. And they do it from time to time. In the case of Buhari, they protested on the street. Did you hear Buhari insult them? The bishops wore black and protested on the street of Abuja. Were they insulted? They were not. So why would some young men who were not born when Cardinal Onaiyekan wrote his exams and was the best qualifying student in the whole of the northern Nigeria, the whole 19 states of northern Nigeria, come and be insulting him without knowing that he's elderly and that the position he holds is by far higher than what they are holding?
So if someone like the Minister of FCT says, we know who he supports. He supports
nobody. I see Cardinal Onaiyekan regularly. I worship in his private chapel.
And you don't think that he has a political leaning?
The Catholic Church has no political leaning.
I'm talking about Cardinal Onaiyekan. Because that's what...
in fact, that's where they make a mistake. Cardinal Onaiyekan himself supports nobody. I've had several conversations with him. The only thing that pains him is the level of indiscretion and poverty in the country and corruption. He worries about that.
Yeah, he warned about the level of hardship in the country and is asking leaders to listen more carefully to citizens. He was saying the presidency has defended his record and questioned some of the criticism. In your own view, where should the line be drawn?
Do you know why I'm here?
Yeah.
I just think that they try to intimidate Onaiyekan. Because the election is very far away, so they are trying to intimidate him the way that they try to intimidate the population.
Should religious leaders openly criticize government?
Of course. If they don't, who else can? Didn't you listen to the Pope? The Pope was against the war. And
Trump came after him.
So bloody what?
So why?
See the reaction.
Trump went after the Pope.
Why
is Tinubu's presidency different?
Why did Trump keep quiet? Because the Catholics in America told him off. The Catholics in America said, you can't say that of our Pope.
Do the Catholics hold any political influence in this country to the extent that any government should be afraid of them?
I don't know. All I know is that the population of the Catholics is about 35 million, and you just can't insult all of us like that. You can't. You just have to. You see, when the Catholic Church came after, Buhari, I was in Buhari's government, and I'm a Catholic. You know what we did? We all kept quiet and looked at what the issues they wanted us to address. And the issue that brought them out to the streets was insecurity. It's worse now. Buhari was a Muslim.
But you were part of that government.
Yes, but nobody insulted him.
The Bola Tinubu government blames the government you played a significant role. DG 1, DG 2. 8 years DG.
You know the problem you have? You just want me to delve into, and I don't want to delve into it yet. We're not prepared for that politics. When we're prepared for it, as soon as campaign starts and we're prepared for it, we'll compare President Tinubu's government to that of Buhari. And again, let us even assume that Buhari was the worst government. The reason for which you were elected.
The issue is that some of you who were in Buhari government destroyed this country in that 8 years.
Maybe you are one of them that destroyed the country.
And you are minister for 8 years, transportation.
So no problem.
And that's what this government is saying, that they met a mess. And when the bishops confronted Bola Tinubu at the villa to say, these are the hardship of Nigeria, he said he met a mess and he's trying to fix it.
So no problem. So he's fixing railway. By the time we left, there was a railway from Lagos to Ibadan. 4 times a day. Today is only once. By the time we left, there was railway from Cardinal to Abuja, 4 to 6 times a day. Today it goes only once. It's Buhari.
By the time you left, you had destroyed the economy.
So that economy allowed the rail to run until
you were printing naira.
Stop that. So let him print the naira and get the things to work. If that's what he thinks, if he thinks we are printing naira, then let him do that.
The exchange rate was in tatters.
Exchange was
almost 800, 700 sometimes.
You're making me leave the Catholic Church. By the time 700, 800, now it's 1,400 this morning. You see, I'm not here to discuss.
Mr. Amaechi, you were one of those that helped to build APC. So are you saying APC is a monster against this country now?
I'm not here to discuss Tinubu's government. I'm here to discuss my faith. I'm here to discuss my religion.
And I'm hoping that after you finish mourning, I want you to come back. We'll have a good time to have.
By the time we start campaigning, not only are we going to discuss the economy, we'll be ready to abuse anybody who abuses anybody. We'll abuse anybody who is ready to abuse anybody. We'll descend as low as they want. President says all is fair in politics. We will descend to that level if that's what they want. But for now, I'm mourning my mother, my dear mother. My mother brought me up in difficult situations. I need to think about her life and her life. So that's not the time to discuss Tinubu's government. The only thing I'm saying to Tinubu's government today, he and his people. Bola should not forget what he told me when I called him. I called Bola when he left Atiku. I know what he told me.
What did he tell you?
I won't tell you. Don't worry. He knows.
Tell Nigerians.
I will not tell Nigerians. Let him confront me. I will tell him.
Amaechi, a lot of people.
I will not tell. See,
I
guess Bola spoke to me in confidence. So let me keep that confidence.
The privileges.
Yes. Let me keep that confidence. But he's not qualified to speak to even a Reverend Father. You know what it is to train a Reverend Father? There is no bishop there that has no PhD. And all these people that are speaking to these bishops don't have a PhD. In the Catholic Church, to qualify to be a bishop, you must have a PhD.
They talked about hardship in this country, and the government is saying, look, what you are talking about at this sensitive period. I mean, do you think that raising some of these issues would have raised a curiosity of buyers?
Hold on, is there a particular point you need to raise it? Or is it until all Nigerians have died before you can raise it? No, ask me. Is it not good that they came to him to tell him, look at the situation? Does he prefer the Catholic bishops now have a meeting and say, okay, gentlemen, tell all Reverend Fathers in your diocese to preach against Tinubu's government? That would be worse.
Because I wanted us to talk about.
Would the president like that? Well, that would be worse. If the bishops get up from their conference and say, today, all Reverend Fathers must begin to preach against this government for poverty and for insecurity and all that. Would the president like that? Let me
ask you, Mr. Amaechi, if it was the Sultan, which is the spiritual head,
would they have insulted him?
You think so?
They wouldn't have.
If the Sultan had confronted the president about hardship.
Is it the first time? Today, in the mosque, there are people preaching about what is happening in the government. Are they being insulted? We are being insulted because we are Christians.
A lot of the times we've seen how religion and ethnicity have played a major role. Divided our country, divided our people, caused enmity in our nation.
You know me very well.
How can we manage such that some of you politicians don't further divide our country with religion and ethnicity?
You know me very well. You know that I don't believe in ethnicity. You know that I don't believe in religious differences. I believe if you come to my house, I'm a Christian. There's a place for the Muslims to worship because I have Muslim staff. I will show you in the day you come to my house. And by the right-hand side is a chapel for the Christians to worship. You worship your God and leave me to worship my God. I believe in that, but don't insult my God. There's a saying in my village that please carry your God with 2 hands so that when anybody sees you reverencing your God, they will help join you to reverence the God. But if you hold your God and you're throwing him up and down, when people come, they will do the same.
So your problem is not with Bola Tinubu, but it's with Daniel Buwala's
all of them.
When you say all of them, what do you mean?
From President Bola Tinubu to his aides. How can the president say that?
How can they remedy? If you think that they offended the Catholic Church, how can they remedy it?
Well, Do I look like somebody working in President Tinubu's government? The more,
but you feel offended. You think your faith is
the
hurt?
more he's sending out more attack dogs against the church. He has no respect and regard for the Catholic Church, and I think they have no respect and regard for the Christian faith.
Does that have a consequence?
I don't know. I'm not God.
Who should care?
Oh, I should. But I don't care. I don't care what
politically speaking, any
I'm not interested in politics.
No, I'm asking.
I'm not here for politics.
Because you say you are mentioning numbers and it means something. When you say that 5 million people
I'm not here
in the Catholic Church.
I'm not here for politics. I told you that when I finish mourning my mother, right? When the traditional mourning periods and all that, I will come out. So I'm not here to discuss politics. What I'm here to discuss is that they should leave the Catholic Church alone, and they should respect God and respect the Christian faith. They should stop insulting Christians and the leadership of the Christian Church.
You didn't submit your law degree as part of your credentials.
I don't have to submit that. You're taking me to politics.
You only submitted your BA English.
I have classmates. I have classmates in primary school. I can call them now. Christian Obo was my classmate in primary school. I can call my classmates in secondary school.
Who doesn't have?
I don't know. I have classmates in primary school. I have classmates in secondary school.
Don't we all have classmates?
Alex Oti was my junior in the university, at the University of Port Harcourt. I'm calling people. You can ask whether I went through university or primary school or secondary school. I've called Christian Obo.
I used to see you when you were carrying your bag when you were in law, when you were studying law.
Who was carrying my bag?
You were carrying your bag. You were always carrying one heavy bag.
Myself.
I said this old man will break his back one
problem.
day. But when you are saying this,
you were my junior in the
absolutely
when I was studying law. So,
but the question is that who doesn't have?
Don't go there. I'm not going to politics. I'm here to say, because you're distracting me, I'm here to say that you need to please beg the president. They should please respect the Christian faith. They should please respect the Catholic Church. And they should respect our bishops. I've just told you,
if not, what will happen?
I doubt if there are more than 5 Catholics.
If not, what will happen?
You see, we can begin to insult each other. You see, one thing about the Catholic Church, that we're one of the most disciplined sect in the Christian faith. You can't be a Catholic priest without a degree. Who will let you go there?
Because President Bola Tinubu is a Muslim.
I don't want to go there.
Hold on.
I don't want.
You came here on the level of faith.
Listen.
And that's why I want you leaders and politicians to be careful.
Be careful.
This narrative. That's why
careful.
when you are raising, and that's why I ask you, if it was a Sultan that confronted.
Be careful. Just be careful. Why I say be careful is don't pitch the Muslims against the Christians or the Christians against it. It's not a Christian Muslim.
That is the issue now. No. Because you are saying that there is an offense against the church.
No, I did not say the Muslims have insulted the Christian faith or insulted the bishops. I didn't say that.
Do you want an apology from the president?
That's his business.
Okay.
If the bishops are demanding that, fine. But that's the president's business.
Is it because of money that Atiku chose you as running mate?
Do I look at somebody who has money? Secondly, don't take me out of my
Is your man wicked that said that today?
No problem. No problem. You see, I've told you several times, I don't respond to my subordinates.
Is Wike your subordinate?
I don't respond to my subordinates.
He's a minister, you're a minister. He was a governor, you're a governor.
Clap for him. He never
was a local government chairman, you were not.
He never hired me.
Oh, you hired him?
Please. Didn't he acknowledge it in the presence of your position? Please stop that. Focus on. I'm here to discuss my faith. Don't take me to politics.
I'll bring you back.
By the time we finish with mourning and we go into campaign, anybody who insults me, I will insult the person.
Promise you'll be here for a full 1-hour conversation.
you will get me when I'm ready. I'm not ready now.
All right.
What brought me here is simply to say, look, for me to leave the mourning of my mother to come out to say to the world, please ask Mr. President to stop insulting the Catholic Church.
All right.
To stop insulting Christians. That's enough.
All right. We'll leave it at that. Mr. Chibike, in this election period, Rotimi in the Southwest, Amaechi, running mates to Atiku Abubakar, former governor of Rivers State and former minister of transportation. Thanks so much indeed for your time tonight. I appreciate it.